Pichichi, your Miami-based soccer podcast. We're back today with a new episode after a great fixture in Champions League. We're here today with the team again. Vale,
Yes.
how we doing?
Good. I'm here as the only City fan. So, for all the City fans out there, be with me today, please.
You got lucky.
Or leave, you know.
No, please.
All right, we got Mr. Jose Lu in the cut.
Yes, sir. What's up?
Yes, sir. Captain Jose Lu, coming with his knowledge today again.
Always.
That's right. And we got Mauri.
What's
What's
good?
up, man?
What's good? Let's get it.
All right, guys. So today, the main event just ended about 30 minutes ago. We have Madrid City. What a game, guys.
Partidazo, eh?
Partidazo.
And, for us, City fans, I think it's a win. And I think it's a lose for you guys. What do you guys think about that? Thoughts?
So, I mean, it's definitely, in favor of Man City, of course.
Mm-hmm.
You're going back to England with London to a 1-1, which obviously you could say that, it favors City. But we've seen throughout that, no matter what, Real Madrid, at a certain point, they don't have to be doing much. They could go hit you with 2 goals, 3 goals. They could have had him today. I don't know. I mean, I just think that, they were, when they scored the goal, they were just like, we could hold it off, go back to, Man City and,
Make it
wrap
happen.
it up, But obviously, you got great players. Long pass by Camavinga. So yeah, I mean, it happens. It happens.
It
De
happens.
Bruyne, great hit. And he
That's
went
right.
back one.
He made it happen
Yeah.
for sure.
I think for Real, how they are right now, that like they couldn't do it in the Liga. They're putting all their chips into the Champions League. Tying this game at home is a major fall.
Yeah, they
Major fall?
They put
Major
all their eggs in one basket. Is what you
Exactly,
mean.
absolutely.
Okay.
So if everything was
Mr.
for
Wapi.
this,
Yes, sir. You already know. So I think it wasn't as negative of a result today. I think they should have won. Obviously, it would have been better.
I think it was a chance definitely to
They
win
could,
today.
they could definitely like lock and just kind of like go back and be conservative with the ball after they had the advantage, but they kept it open. They wanted to go for a second one. They kept that dynamic. And so at that point, I think you make a small mistake, like what we had with Camavinga, and then with Man City, you don't want to make those type of mistakes. So.
We had 2 goals today. Which ones do you think was more epic? Standing outside of that, you're a Real fan. Like, from goal perspective, which one did you like more?
Vinicius goal. That's for
Vinicius
sure.
goal?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's aesthetically better, and
Describe the play.
The
How was the
build-up.
play? How was the
The
build-up?
build-up.
the build-up was crazy. It was Camavinga. He went on a solo run for like 60 meters.
Yeah. It was
And
a
then-
1-2
No, but a
between-
1-2 with Modric.
Yeah,
And then
1-2.
one up
Like from the
yeah.
back line
See,
starting
1-2
off,
on
like that.
One
that's,
touch from Modric, Camavinga, then he went on a run solo.
Yeah.
He gave the pass to Vinicius, and
Vinicius was a surprise. That was a surprise. I didn't expect that, man. Like you normally he wouldn't have that type of like clinical finish, but he took that chance. That was crazy. Yeah, it was.
He's made a goal, similar to that versus Sevilla.
yeah,
right.
Going from the
that one against Sevilla was even
from the left
better.
side.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like I said, they could have maybe been a little bit more clinical at the end. Benzema, I don't think
There was a couple misses, yeah.
he's at the level he was last year. We saw a couple balls that normally he will hit it one touch. He took an extra touch. He wasn't clean with the passes. So I think that made the difference between a 1-1 and a 2-0, 3-0. Because I definitely think they could have scored more.
Did we get a man of the match for today's game?
Kevin De Bruyne.
Kevin De Bruyne.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
And so, what do you guys think about the Vini V?
Which I don't know why. I mean, just for the goal.
Yeah, it was just for the goal. Yeah.
Because aside from that,
It
you
was
know,
a great goal.
they didn't do anything.
They didn't do anything
Yeah.
at all.
We're talking, you know, first half. Man City was just waiting. You know, they had the ball. Madrid wasn't attacking them in the sense of, you know, trying to take the ball away from them. And Man City looked at a point that, you know, they're just looking at each other, standing, not knowing where to go, who to pass it, what, you know, moves to make. And, you know, I think they were a little bit surprised that Real Madrid wasn't, you know, attacking more, trying to get the ball more. But obviously, we know Real Madrid plays that way. They don't mind letting the other team get the ball, stay with the ball, and they'll kill you in the you know, counter attack.
Yeah, the counter attack was beautiful. And
We know
when
three
they scored.
players: Camavinga, Modric, one touch. Camavinga's
sí.
out half field.
finished con
and then
Vini,
it's just Vini, you know.
But guys, I want to touch up on the duels, like Vinicius versus Kyle Walker. What do you guys think about that? Like, did Kyle Walker put Vini on lock, or what? You know,
Well, he did for some parts of the game. He did when most of it was during big parts of the game. Vini had his moments, but we saw a less vertical Vini today because of Kyle Walker.
Yeah.
Walker,
He was
he's
fit.
Fast,
He was
he's
ready.
fit,
He was
he's
there,
wi-
you know.
he was there, he was fit and ready. Even though there was some crazy good plays between Vini and Rodri, that one, like that Benzema missed was crazy.
Fuck,
It
yeah,
would have been the goal of the season.
When
bro.
Carvajal gave it to him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh my
Ooh.
god. But
okay.
just to
And
bounce back to it.
Rodrigo didn't. I mean, he had maybe
Rodrigo, aka
1-2 times.
Kind of didn't play. Aside from that, he was completely, you know, non-existent.
Exactly. So just to go back to where you were all saying that it's a major fallout, as Valentina called it, right?
To me, tying at home like that in such an important game when, as Zico was saying, when you put all your chips in that basket, I think it should have been.
matter.
It doesn't matter exactly. It doesn't matter anymore. You know, if you look at Real Madrid games this season or even last season, they're a team that is very comfortable playing either at home or away.
But let's hope so for you guys next game. We'll see.
If you see this year, Real Madrid Liverpool. What was the score in Liverpool? You probably don't know.
remember.
5-2 for Madrid. Real Madrid Chelsea in London. What was the score? You probably don't know. So
El sabelo todo. Well, you have the cheat sheet right there.
no, the cheat sheet. You can. They're very comfortable. And what was important about playing home or away was the away home rule that if you score a goal outside of your home, I mean, in the away game, it counts double. Meaning, if you score, for example, City scored today in Madrid, it counts for 2 goals. You don't remember this rule? That's why it was important to play home or away. Now they took that rule, they ruled it out, and it
So
doesn't
50-50.
matter.
But still, I'm talking about it like a standpoint on where, like, as a player, as a team, as a,
Hold on,
as a
let me-
team,
let me get-
psychologically,
the
you're
amount
at
of
home, you
confidence now
come.
City
Yeah.
has when they face on Wednesday, they're gonna face against
Okay.
Real is different as if they would have lost today.
So I think the amount of
course,
confidence
yeah.
is
So-
even the amount of confidence of City is even lower now. I will tell you why.
Yeah, I agree.
Because everybody was saying they're gonna smash Madrid. Everybody was saying, okay, it's an easy game. City is the best team in the world. Haaland is gonna score 2, 3. This, that. They got today and they found themselves against a team that requires.
I don't think City underestimated Real for a second.
Okay,
I don't agree with
everybody, the environment around
hype.
them.
There was a lot of hype around it.
Exactly, and they got into that and they saw, we might even. It was heated for them during big parts of the game. The other factor is, it's a game today where the most decisive players of the team weren't even at their top level. Rodrigo, as Jose Lu said, he wasn't at his top level. Modric did the game so.
Yeah.
Vinicius, he scored a couple of 2 out of 3 actions, but it wasn't that with the same redundancy in the
You
other
think
games.
they're gonna get it back for next game?
Me, I really,
Yeah, and part of it because it was the first game. both teams are doesn't want to go in
With a big deficit.
Exactly. So you have to, if you can win, you have to limit the damages during the first game, and this is what happened. What Jose also was saying, and that is a point we need to highlight, is that Ancelotti he played Guardiola with his own cards. So Guardiola this year he changed his strategy to being less possessive, less possession, but more counter attack and being more vertical. Today Ancelotti he let him play. He gave him the ball. Like, okay, show us what you're gonna do. And City, you can see the players at the first half they were lost somehow because they're not used to that possession game, the football anymore. You know, they used to more combinations, ball to Devin, to Kevin, then to Haaland.
Yeah.
So
And Hilal completely nullified.
yeah,
Yeah, no, he was cancelled
Yeah,
out. Absolutely.
Rudiger and Alaba,
Rudiger,
they-
they locked him up.
yeah, they locked
That's what you
him.
have to do in a game like that.
But now next game, Militao's back. Who are you playing?
That's gonna be a debate. Rudiger, he did the best game.
Oh, yeah.
He played the best game since he joined Madrid.
I totally agree.
Yeah, he
I
joined-
loved how, and I knew, like, you know, I had that feeling that because Rudiger is a type of player that in these missions he's your man.
Yeah,
Like,
he gets to he
shake
goes to
somebody.
the contact.
Yeah.
He goes to contact. He starts destabilizing.
You give him no
him.
space, so he was like, as soon as he tried to turn, like he was right there behind him, like and Haaland, you don't give him that space to turn and face you or to give you that in the run. You know, he's just a regular player.
Yeah.
at that
Very,
point.
very
yeah,
average.
very regular.
Very average player.
Yeah.
Very average.
You let him turn, or you let him
Average player is the
So-
player
He's a
that
good
scored
top
more goals in
scorer.
Premier. He's an
here's the
average
thing.
player.
So
I don't know,
he,
guys.
he was
I don't
he was
know.
never faced with a defender like he's played. He said that the hardest defender he played against was Van Dijk. Van Dijk is strong, tall. He's in the same kind of like stamina and when it comes to like physical balance. Rudiger is like even faster than Van Dijk. So
He keeps up in pace with him.
Pace, yeah,
And,
so-
and he's also he plays on the mental side, like the little
Yeah.
push. He will.
What did you think about Haaland's game?
Today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think,
Amazing game, best player in the world.
No, I didn't say that. I think he was cancelled out. I
Yeah.
think
Cancelled.
he was cancelled out, but by a great defense on El Real. I think it was a worthy game of a semi-final of the Champions League.
Okay.
100%.
Okay.
Like both teams played. I agree with you that they had a lot of possession, the Man City, at the beginning of the game because Real was allowing all that and they didn't know how
What to do.
how to chip in. And when they tried, they got that rebound with that ended up in the goal by Vini with that build that we just talked about. So no, I do think it was a great game for both teams. I do think also that Haaland was cancelled out and it was the only way to play this game because Haaland is the asset there like everybody was terrified of because of the performance he's had in Premier League and throughout also all of the Champions League.
Now, seeing how the game went today, what y'all think about the
What's going to happen next?
Second leg.
What's your predictions?
Okay, I think
Let's start with Zika. I see here like.
Zika,
trying
yeah,
to-
see, I see. No, I see.
He trying to
kinda
say
you
something. He
thinking-
trying to say
Yeah, he wants to
something.
say
Yeah,
something.
come on, say
No,
something.
I can tell you real quick. I want him to keep Rudiger for sure. Okay. I don't want to see. I maybe don't want to see Rodrigo starting 11. Give put a Valverde there, lock it up with Chouameni and maybe Camavinga or something.
I don't like
Just think
Chouameni.
Well, Cavahinha
So-
has a yellow card now.
Right, but I would want to keep Rodrigo for a second half, maybe like the 60th minute. Lock up the mid, Chouameni. The options are there, and then just kind of like be conservative and play on counter attacks and play on a Vini.
I think if they do that, they're gonna smash us City because City are a very dangerous team when they play vertically. And if you take off the danger effect from the front line of Madrid, you take off Rodrigo because Rodrigo, even though he wasn't at his
Explosive,
peak
yeah.
today. When you have Rodrigo there, you as Guardiola, you have to keep your defense tight and keep them, attention to his moves. So with Rodrigo, Real Madrid are even faster and more vertical in counterattacks. If you take off Rodrigo, meaning that you allow City to be more offensive, and if you do that, they will have more connections between De Bruyne and Haaland. More balls will get to Haaland, and that will be a game changer. I think what will happen in the way back, Ancelotti will keep the same starting 11. It's his kind of starting,
Lineup.
his
So-
favorite for the big games.
What do you think the result is going to be?
Madrid is winning.
No,
It's
well,
Messi.
but give me numbers.
Give you numbers, yeah, of course. I can 3-1 for Madrid.
3-1 for Madrid.
Zé,
I'll go 2-1 Madrid.
Jose.
So I think it's gonna be a completely different game because
I agree.
it's all gonna depend on what how Man City play this weekend.
Mhm.
At the end of today's game,
Yeah, that's a good
Haaland
point.
was tired. There was a couple of Man City players that 2 minutes before the ending of the game they had their hands on their knees. So I think they're tired. He didn't make a change. If I'm
No.
mistaken, right? Guardiola.
Yeah, no
No.
substitution.
Next, I was telling him next game they play versus Everton, which are fighting for the relegation. They got to win every game to stay up top. It's gonna be a tough game, no matter what. So it's like Guardiola. Who does he put again? The same starting 11? Because you got to win, or do you make a change? Now, and
You
if
know his all his plans got messed this last weekend when Arsenal won against Newcastle. They were thinking Arsenal will lose, and
See, now in
As they
Premier,
want-
they're
yeah,
only a point
exactly.
away now.
and they were thinking that Arsenal losing against Newcastle will allow them to take it easy against
Yeah.
Everton.
But
But
they
Arsenal
can't.
won, and it changed the whole configuration for them. And as Jose is saying, this weekend against Everton, if he puts the full starting 11, he goes all in.
They-
It's gonna be definitely a different game.
and they're gonna be if
Lo bueno está por
and
venir,
if he puts
Valentino.
look
Oh.
the same 11 again.
Your cable. Pull your cable down because it keeps crashing. Okay, perfect. That's it.
If he
Oh,
puts the same
perfect.
11, it's gonna be they're gonna be tired no matter what because the Everton game is gonna be a tough game.
Yeah, it's on Sunday, no? See.
Yeah, Sunday. So
Sunday 9 a.m.
yeah,
But so I mean the good
So
thing
what
there.
I say is Real Madrid, they're winning for sure.
What's your
So-
prediction?
I don't know, 2-0, 3-0,
Nice.
4-0,
Shit.
5-0. Que le
Vamos,
metan
José.
4. Que le
Vamos,
metan
José.
4.
No, I think it's going to be a 2-0, but for City.
Yeah.
For
Especially
City.
playing at home.
Playing at home, it doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't
It
Playing at home.
matters. Like, you have the, like...
Especially at the Etihad.
today, even
Etihad. You know,
today-
Etihad. The supporters are dead. They make fun of them in the Premier League. The
No, but
supporters of
today you
Etihad.
saw los fans del Real, they were screaming and everything. Every time Real had the ball, like, it drives you.
Right,
You
right.
know,
That's-
like-
of course, I mean the
so-
fans and supporters are like a
Absolutely.
like a number
Again,
12
like-
player.
Guys, Real Madrid.
It's
as
easier
a
to play at
team-
home.
No, for Real Madrid. as
For
a team-
Real, I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying for City, it's going to be easier to play at home.
For Real Madrid, they play way better away of Bernabeu because they have less pressure. Just think about all the
Okay,
games this season
but
they played
City,
away, the
City
big
plays
games
better at
against
home.
Barcelona, Copa del Rey, semi-final. We lose 1-0 in Madrid. We go back to Camp Nou, 4-0. Quick.
Ta, 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 ta.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens on Wednesday. I think it's going to be a 2-0 for
I think for one
City.
time, I'm trying to convince you to change your prediction
I
this
will
time
not.
for Real Madrid.
No,
Um,
guys, I like
No,
City.
she can have that. She can have that for a week.
What is that? What is that?
it's actually el City Torque, Montevideo City Torque.
Oh,
Okay.
So City bought el Torque
Oh,
they
near
bought him.
Uruguay, and now we're Montevideo City Torque instead of
Montevideo, Montevideo City Torque.
Shout out
Oh,
to Arab Money.
Shout out to the oil money, ruining
That's
that
why
soccer.
also I like City. They invested a lot of resources in Uruguay, and
Yeah,
I
yeah,
always,
for
I always
sure.
appreciate that.
But overall, I think it was too much of a hype for City.
Yeah, City, Guardiola, Haaland, blah, blah,
that. And I think, the history is going to repeat itself. In 2014, Madrid, what do? They won the Copa del Rey. They were third in La Liga. They won the Champions League.
Shout out, yes.
2020, and Ancelotti was there.
Caballero.
Whoa,
loco.
whoa, whoa.
History is gonna repeat itself. We won the Copa del Rey. They're third in La Liga. And you're gonna check Champions League. And let's see, what I'm saying? Valentino, you have
Bueno.
1 week
I
to
have 1 week.
to stay
And guys,
to be in a good mood. Like
I've
they
been
get
in a
on
good mood
City.
no matter what. I think City's gonna win, but if the odds are in my favor, if Madrid wins, then I'll definitely cheer for Madrid because I'd
Man.
rather,
Valentino,
I'd rather lose
Valentino.
only
Muy
against the
bien,
champion.
Muy bien, Valentín.
Yeah,
Muy
yes.
bien.
Ya
So-
está un paso este
But
año.
no, it's only for Valverde, eh?
La
Easy,
próxima
por Valverde.
temporada
No,
But
never.
I think
ya se va a olvidar del Atleti.
I think once
Siempre el Atleti.
they get eliminated, City, they're gonna. I don't know. They're gonna do this.
Definitely. But Guardiola is gonna bounce.
He found a bounce.
Yeah, I think he's gonna bounce.
Bueno,
City loses?
talking about La Liga, wait, you mentioned Atleti. ¿Qué pasa, Mufasa?
It's okay. Nosotros
¿Eh?
jugamos la Liga de Campeones.
You can check it, check it, check it, check it.
The other
Nosotros
day you
jugamos
guys
la
were
Liga de
saying-
Campeones,
Valentina,
Valentín.
¿qué está
sí,
haciendo
sí,
hoy?
sí,
¿Qué está haciendo
check.
Griezmann hoy?
We don't
¿Qué
want
está
it,
haciendo? Griezmann, ¿qué está haciendo hoy?
Instagram posts.
Griezmann,
Se
yeah.
va a morir easy.
He's outside, partying and stuff. It's all good.
No, it's all good, but we're a point ahead.
Bravo!
Real en la
Wait,
Liga.
Atleti, wait.
What happens if you lose on Wednesday? You have nothing.
You have nothing.
Well,
No,
well,
we
you
don't
have la Copa del
nothing.
Rey.
We
No,
have
no.
la Copa del Rey. We have el Mundialito. We have la Supercopa de Europa. We have
¿Y el
la Super...
Atlético qué tiene?
El Atlético no.
Crickets,
buena
crickets,
onda.
crickets, crickets.
Va a salir segundo.
Shots
van a
fired,
ver.
man. Shots
El
fired, man.
Atleti
We
está
said-
a
we
un
talked
punto del
about-
Madrid.
Bravo.
We said this on one of our talks. We said that we are playing for second, right? For second place in La Liga.
We don't play for second. We play for la Champions.
No, we
There's
play for
like-
La Champions too, but in La
Oh,
Liga
really?
since
When?
No, but we as in a crowd. But we said that in La Liga, since Barcelona was so high there, like we were competing for that second place, El Real with Atleti. Don't come now that we only place champions. We did this was discussed, it's recorded, and now Atleti is a point ahead. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Okay,
Mr.
Valentín.
Mr. Jose Lu, you have an intervention right there, bud?
No, about
should say
Atlético. No,
You should say
Mr. Jose Lu, come on, man, say something.
I mean, nothing to say.
Nah, you gotta
I
say
mean-
something. She's up, man.
No,
Come on, man.
man.
Yeah, bro, drop it. Drop some
I mean,
facts.
what? Look, next game, Real Madrid, they're gonna make some changes. They're not gonna put their starting 11. So
Against Man City? Oh, against Getafe.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Getafe, they play
so-
Getafe on Saturday. They're gonna play with
What time is it? What time,
3
Getafe?
p.m. You know what I'm saying?
well, you know the thing is, Getafe, they're also fighting for relegation in La Liga.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's gonna be a tough game. They're gonna put their best players. Real Madrid. I mean, I don't even know if you're gonna put Benzema because I don't know if
Shouldn't.
you want to put him to
No,
see
but-
if he
but-
scores,
All the
get some more
chips, all the
confidence.
chips are in champions.
Because
so.
Benzema's not playing good. So if you drop him,
But he's competing for El Pichichi, so shout out to El Pichichi Podcast, you know what I'm saying? So Benzema, he's competing for El Pichichi trophy this year, so he want to take that away from Lewandowski, so I think he's going to play. But he's going to chill, play, just kind of like whatever. But, I mean, if I was Ancelotti, I wouldn't start him, but he wants to take that Pichichi, man, you know what I'm saying? So.
Or he might want to start with Benzema. At least give him maybe 45,
That's
60
it,
minutes.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
See
because
how it is,
Benzema now, given his mental and how he is, he needs to score some goals. If he goes in against Getafe and he scores 1 or 2 goals, and he gets the, like the confidence of the striker that you feed through goals,
Yeah.
he will be like late for City. He will
well,
be
he better.
ready.
Shit.
And
Right.
what about
A few moments later.
what about tomorrow's game? El Derby Milan.
Wow. Okay.
Claro, sí, the champions. Sorry, going back.
Milano Inter AC Inter Milano. We had said last time when we were having the predictions, and I was the only one who was rooting for Internazionale. Everybody was for
I
AC.
think so. Yeah.
Remember.
You still the same?
Of course.
Of course.
And tomorrow we will the day of the truth.
I say AC Milan. I think, they're better players.
There you go.
Theo Hernandez is playing
Crazy
amazing,
level.
crazy goal, length of the pitch goal. I think this is the third one he does like that. So Brahim Diaz. So I mean I say AC Milan, but at the end of the day, it's a derby. They might even not tie, but I say AC Milan.
Yes, it.
Yeah, I mean, as far as results, I mean, who's gonna go through? I think AC Milan's gonna go through. As far as results, it's gonna be very tight, but Milan's going through.
Where do they play the first game?
They're in San Siro both. They're the same. It's the same field.
Oh, it's the same
Yeah,
field.
yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's the same field.
Just crowds that change.
Just the crowd
Just
change.
they give like 70% of the chicks to one
okay.
team and 70% to the supporters of the other team per game.
I think AC Milan too. But for the first leg, I don't know. 1-2 AC Milan.
Amazing.
You?
Tomorrow we'll see.
See, of course. You, what's the score tomorrow?
Internazionale 2-1 for Inter.
Okay. Did you guys say numbers? No.
Yeah.
Gotta say it.
2-0.
Tomorrow for Inter.
AC.
Tomorrow the game. Yeah, I'm gonna go choo choo.
Next week.
No,
Tomorrow, yes.
tomorrow choo choo.
Tomorrow, 2-2.
And in the second leg it'd be like a 2-1.
What time second leg?
Crazy.
Shit, like 3 p.m.
See, it's at 3 p.m.
3 p.m. Tuesday. But he already knows. Like, I guess.
Okay, and
But yeah,
now-
then obviously, whoever wins after that. I mean, no
Piece
matter
of
who
cake
it is, I
for
think
the
the final. It depends. If Real Madrid passes,
I think the final.
and if it's Inter Milan that goes ahead and passes on that end, I think Real Madrid has it.
I think the final, no, it's going to be City or Real.
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
winning.
yeah,
I don't think Inter and Milan compete
it's
against.
two different calibers. Of
Yeah,
Total-
it's,
totalmente.
it's a different caliber.
I don't
like,
think they stand a chance against either one of them. So.
I think they had a pretty easy path. Both teams, Inter and AC and Milan, they play it easy teams to make it to where they at. But
cap,
it would have been like
cap.
it would have been a better final to see City and Madrid and Madrid take it. But it's gonna happen anyway. You know what I'm talking about? So
Okay.
But football is always a little bit. It could be unexpected,
Yeah.
So we'll see what
Yeah.
happens.
No, like I said, I mean, they're going back 50-50.
50-50, you say, Jose?
Real Madrid, Man City.
yeah, they're
I
going
mean,
back
you-
50-50. Yeah.
Obviously, they're going to say that Man City is the favorite because they're playing at home.
And that is a very good factor for us. Let them be
course.
the favorite. Let us be the underdog for this
Look,
game.
imagine it's 0-0 with 85th minute. Real Madrid be like, we got this.
Oh yeah.
But
Nothing is done.
Yeah.
Nothing
Yeah.
is done.
unless
Como si-
Man City come and pop, 3,
Possible.
I highly doubt it.
I highly doubt it, too.
Highly doubt it. But at the end of the day, it's gonna be a good show. Great game. Great atmosphere.
Can't wait.
We'll
Can't wait too,
probably
Can't wait, man.
we'll probably do it live.
Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah.
And then I mean, it's gonna be a great final.
When is the
Yeah.
final this year?
Istanbul.
Final,
When or where?
June 10
When? June 10?
Istanbul, yeah.
at 3 p.m.
2 p.m.
June 10.
June 10.
Okay.
All right,
Shit,
perfect.
we're outside.
So we can't wait for next week, guys. We'll be going on the Champions League after show right after the game. So
Damn, the happy hour and shit.
stay tuned for that. Besides
Let's
that, what we got?
move to
Premier League. That's the hottest. That's the action is Premier League, right?
exactly Premier
Yeah.
League. Jose, what's the games
talking-
lineup for
I
the
mean,
week?
Oh, Mr. Josole, what's going on? What's going
So
on? with-
obviously, I mean, pretty much up top, it's Man City, Arsenal fighting for
Yeah.
first place. I think it just depends on, like I said, Man City. It depends on how Guardiola is gonna go into the next game versus Everton. I don't know.
Is Arsenal playing before or after City this weekend?
Same day. They play Sunday. 1 at 9, the other one at 11:30.
Who's playing first?
City first at 9
1
a.m.
and 9.
Man City.
Nice,
So,
nice, good.
So I think it's just gonna, like I said, Everton is fighting for the relegation. They gotta make sure they win all their last games to just make sure they stay up top. So they're gonna go all out. It's gonna be a tough game. Arsenal are playing Brighton, so Brighton is fighting for the championship spots,
League.
Champions League spots. They just made a blunder right now versus Everton, losing 5-1, which I think they didn't expect. So now the Arsenal game, it's a must win. And I mean, it's gonna be up top, the fight for first and second, and then towards the bottom, there's 4 or 5 teams that could potentially drop.
It's pretty heated up top and up and in the bottom.
Yeah.
But who's playing against Arsenal this weekend?
Brighton.
They're playing Brighton.
Brighton? Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So Brighton, Arsenal, Everton, City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
fire. It's going to be
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
heated. Nice.
Yeah, both of them
West
fighting
Ham
for
playing
something
Leeds,
too.
so it's like West Ham is 17, Leeds is like 8. It's just
Yeah.
crazy. It's a crazy weekend for Premier League, but
Yeah,
I think it's
stay tuned.
impressive how, like, at the beginning, when we started with the show and everything, it was for sure Arsenal was going to be the champion, and now how things, shifted, and we're here with City up top and with all these, changes
That's right.
through the championship. But no, I think, of course, that City has a better standing. They won the last 5 games and they're in a winning strike. So
Yeah.
Nice.
I think it just all comes down to like this stretch right now
Yeah.
for Man City.
and what they decide
know.
to do, having in mind champions.
But do you guys think if the crazy scenario happens and Arsenal ends up taking the Premier League and City and Madrid beats City in champions, you think they're gonna Guardiola's out?
No, I don't think so.
no, I don't think so.
Because
I think
at
it
that
was
point, at that point, he tried everything.
Yeah.
The different techniques, different tactics, different this, different that, and he's not capable of breaking.
Haaland.
He is not capable of breaking a Champions League. So, I mean, at that point, he's just like.
But who are you gonna bring?
Yeah, he's very fundamental Guardiola for the whole project.
He said he's never gonna go, but like at that point, you're gonna try another year.
Yeah.
I would try another year.
They keep
Yeah.
trying.
Yeah.
I would
Just
try
keep
another
trying,
year.
yeah.
And I don't think it was a bad year at all, like for Manchester
no,
City,
not at all,
regardless
but-
of if they win or not. And
But at the end of the day,
But
it's-
nothing is for sure for them. Even like
Yeah.
the final, the FA is playing. They play Man U, and anyway. But we'll see.
They might win everything or they might lose everything.
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
Yeah. But I mean, like you said, yeah, they don't win this year. Real Madrid wins again.
His excuse is Real Madrid.
Next year, Real Madrid
Always.
face them
Yeah.
again. You
Yeah.
know,
Next year, Madrid will beat them again. And Madrid, they're gonna clean up this summer. They're gonna clean up.
They're
You know,
gonna do
like,
what?
They're gonna clean up. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna
Yeah.
do like a major like reset.
Whoop.
Yeah, they're gonna do a reset. Vini gonna take number 7. The actual number 7. Shit, he finna go out. You know what I'm saying? He's out the door. And then.
But I heard he doesn't want the number.
He
7.
doesn't want. Oh, yeah,
Bro, he gonna take it, bro.
and Hazard doesn't want to leave. So Hazard has.
Hazard doesn't want to leave.
Yeah.
Bro, you fucking gotta go, man. Like,
Bro,
we're tired of him, bro.
He has one more year of contract. He
Bro,
chilling. He
he's
makes money.
He's the highest paid player in Madrid. Hazard, you know that. And
Almost zero participation.
zero appearance, bro. Like, come on, man. Like,
Guys, talking about
have some
the
dignity,
bread.
man.
Talking about the bread and shit.
talking about
talking about the bread and
Have
shit.
some dignity and just leave, bro.
Okay, cool down, cool down, bro.
Nah, man, I don't give a fuck,
down,
man.
But
Okay.
talking
We
about
want, we want, we want
Cool
some,
down, bro.
we
You
want
paid
some
that
hot
shit from me.
signings, man.
Okay, guys, talking about hot signings and cleanups. What y'all think about?
Messi.
Ah.
I don't know. I don't think it's the right move for Messi. I think, but whatever, I don't think he gets.
You gotta go taste the air of money and no right move or
I
bad
don't
move.
think he has enough money. Like,
So Messi's net worth right now is 600 million.
Cap.
But check it, it's a factual. 600 million is his net worth. He's getting offered $400 million a year, and maybe tax-free in Saudi Arabia because of their Saudi plan. Bro,
Shit, I'm
you don't think he's gonna take it?
And when I made
You
for a
don't-
year.
do you think
a couple hundreds.
do you think he's not gonna? Why did he leave and start? He didn't even care about his current club. He made the trip to Saudi Arabia for what?
he
If it wasn't for this,
To
I
go
think he was
to
rotting
Mecca.
away
to go to Mecca to do the
in-
Hajj or
In
something.
El PSG, he was rotting away. It's I don't think he was able to shine as he. I mean, PSG,
yeah, PSG, no.
O sea, like, I don't know. He should be playing, other teams.
Yeah,
Other team for
100%.
sure.
But where is he gonna play?
I
Oh,
would
he's going
like
to
to
Saudi
see him
Arabia,
back
but
in
100 million
like,
percent.
I would
if-
really like to see him back at home in
would
Barcelona
he
where he
play?
wants to.
They can't afford
Barcelona,
it.
this is like nostalgia. They don't get the bread, Barcelona, to pay him.
I ain't
And they
gonna go.
trying and
Sí,
then.
pero Messi and his family, they don't want to go to Barcelona.
Well,
At
then he
this
can go
point,
play for free if he's like some real guy.
like Suarez did for Nacional,
Exactly, yeah. If you Messi,
But Suarez didn't have the $400 million offer on the table.
listen, bro,
No,
they
no,
all
of
their
course
sons.
not. But
That's what I'm saying. So, like, look.
I don't know.
I
but-
mean,
Valentina,
do you
if
know if the family is moving too? No, right? The family is going to
the
Barcelona.
family is going to move to
to Barcelona.
no to
Saudi Arabia.
To
Really?
Saudi Arabia, and
Million percent.
and he's making Busquets and Jordi Alba move
Move
with him
with him.
to with their family.
Bueno.
Yeah,
And Ramos,
I'm taking all my friends.
And Ramos
Oh,
going
easy.
to Al Nasser is gonna be a big show in
Yeah.
Saudi
Saudi
Arabia.
Arabia
But
is-
look,
is
you
the
saw
place.
today. They came out with a communication.
they denying everything. Yeah.
denying the-
Oh,
the
really?
move,
That-
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
saying
yeah.
that
Of course,
That
of course,
is
of
a lie?
course.
Because
they're
he
not
told
gonna
them that- he
disrespect,
told them so because
PSG, that
exactly,
he's
yeah.
gonna do it after the season.
Yeah,
ends
of
and all
course.
that.
After
It
he
was a little
went,
too soon, no, for PSG.
yeah. So you, Valentina, if you work, let's say for company X, okay, and they give you,
I understand the concept. I don't know. He's a world champion. Like, I think he has enough money for the rest of his life and all his kids and everybody after.
so he should go back to Barcelona
It
and play for
depends.
free.
Depends on the contract. It depends on the
No,
contract.
it's
with
not,
Saudi
it's not the
Arabia, but-
contract. Look, they don't have money, and also, I think he feels betrayed by what Laporta did
Sí.
to him.
So yeah, that
because
too.
at the end of the day, you know, he was saying that Messi was gonna stay. The only way Messi could stay is, you know, if he was president. And I think a lot of people voted him because of that. And then, you know, obviously, you know, the way he left, it was like, you know, last minute, like, oh, we can't sign you. So he's not very happy with him. And I don't
Plus-
think he wants to go back to that, knowing that, you know, you fucked me over once, you might do it again. Because, again, you know, if you stay on what Barcelona might do, hey, yeah, we're fixing, we're doing some numbers, blah, blah, blah. And if they don't come up with
Palancas
anything,
otra vez, yeah, there's nothing.
if they don't come up with anything, what are you going to do?
Plus,
Plus-
he won everything with Barcelona. Like, what
Yeah.
would be the motive for him to go back?
To go back home.
There was guys that are like half his age now. But guys 15, bro.
And
like,
even
you know,
that,
come on.
even that, he wouldn't. It wouldn't be a good move for him to go back to
No,
Barcelona
of course.
because
No, I'm talking about
It
the
would make
emotional
make
aspect.
zero sense.
Like
because
the emotional aspect of him going back after he got everything he needed now. Like he got the World Cup, he got like Balón de Oro, todos los
So he
premios.
just needs to make
Lo tiene todo.
make the
And
big
shit.
check.
La familia quiere vivir en Barcelona.
sí, pero la familia quiere vivir en Barcelona, pero Messi dónde va a jugar si van a Barcelona con el español? No. So and
But I-
also it's better for him to leave his image in Barcelona in the
Legend, like a legend.
godified
exactly.
status. Porque ahora si se va al Barça no hay un
But he did
there is
mention
La
no-
several
nueva
times
era.
No
that
hay
he
un
wants to
proyecto.
go.
No, la nueva era.
La
como
nueva
estaba
era,
But
diciendo.
sí.
still with la nueva era and everything.
¿Qué
Like,
nueva era la chavineta?
every time Messi gets interviewed, he always says he wants to go back to Barcelona.
Of course,
So
he's gonna
this
say
is
it because okay.
He says,
this-
I'm not basing my
Let me
ideology on
I don't
myself.
know.
There's a strategy behind it. The club in Saudi Arabia, they're ready to put the money. He wants the money right now. He doesn't care. Like I think he accomplished everything he could for a player to accomplish. There's a new generation and new era that's happening. If he doesn't make himself valuable enough and say I want to go back to Barcelona, the Saudis might, you know. So he wants you, like,
You
Yeah.
think
get
he's
them
doing
to
it-
bid as much as they want to get as aggressive with that contract, so he can get as much money as he can from
And
that.
there is also his ego. There is his ego in the game because the first offer they gave him.
Remember that?
Al
Yeah.
Hilal,
Yeah. What was it
He
like?
refused
He
it.
refused it because it was low.
He told them, "I want to get my condition is to be paid more than Cristiano Ronaldo."
Exactly. Thank
This
you.
little Messi, you know, like everybody talk about him like angel or Messi, but he said, "No, I want to be paid more than Cristiano."
Exactly. Yeah.
How
So
much
he,
does Cristiano get paid now in Arsenal?
200,
200,
200 million, 200 million.
200 son. And they gave him the first offer. He was like, "No."
He didn't want the first. Exactly. So he wants them to get. He wants the money, bro. And,
This is-
and Cristiano's there, and they have a plan. You know what I mean? And it just all makes sense to him. The guy,
Inter Miami-
if he was billionaire, maybe I'll tell you no. But you're looking at his his like net worth. You know the
He
guy.
ain't got much. He ain't got much.
He had a 600 million.
That's not enough.
Cristiano is now a billionaire, so it's like kind of like now they passed the
footballistic-
football stage.
Now
Now
it's
it's
the
like
money.
the status stage. Who got more money? Boom, boom, boom.
And how do you
it's
guys feel about that?
finished.
It's part of it because football
part
has,
of it.
football has no memory. Okay, you see with Messi who he was and what he was doing and how he made a lot of people
Feel.
fall in love
Yeah.
and feel. He went to PSG, motherfucker, like Farmers League, and they started insulting him and
Yeah.
calling him Messi.
Disrespect. Yeah.
Bueno, and what
Football
they
has
used
no-
to say before when in Argentina, they used to talk shit about him all the time. That
Exactly.
the
So
shirt is
football-
heavy on
yeah.
him and
Football
stuff like
has no
that.
memory.
Yeah.
So at this point,
Fans
it's
are
his
terrible,
kids.
man. The press, the fans.
It's exactly.
It's his kid's future that counts. It's the money
His
that counts
family,
because he
his
knows it's his
happiness.
last years in soccer, and after this year he will not have any income, solid income through football. So he
Well,
better
through
work
playing,
on
yeah.
exactly. So he better work on his future and.
100%, bro.
Inter
100%.
Miami, they couldn't compete with the Al Hilal,
Bro.
like money
There's no
wise.
way.
Hilal told them,
No
listen,
way.
Nah,
guys.
but
Hilal
what is
told
he
them-
gonna do
Hilal,
here?
the president. So this is like
He should play here when he's 50.
exclusive news. So the president of Al Hilal, he called David Beckham. And he told him, yo, like, we saw that you're trying to buy Messi too. Beckham he said, well, we're trying, bring him up. He said, like, okay, bro, you got to back up or I'm going to buy that Inter Miami.
It's possible.
He told him, we're going to buy that Inter Miami, the whole Miami, break it up, bro.
He told them either back off because, I'm going to buy the whole city, man. including the club.
Bueno, Inter de Miami won.
Break all that shit gonna
But
pay
you can't do. You're gonna be gone too. So just
The Saudis are gonna buy the entire city of Miami. Which, like, they can do that, like with one signature.
Well, let's hope not. Let's hope not. I'm happy the way we live. Well, Inter de Miami, talking about MLS, they won versus Atlanta the other day.
yeah.
But then what happened after he told that to Beckham? Beckham, he tried to compete. He took it to his ego, and he called his friends the Qacharis from the PSG time. You remember how they
Yeah.
got it?
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yo,
Help
can
me
I
out.
borrow some
Help
money
me out."
from you out?" Should get
No,
this
but
guy.
Messi can come to MLS yet.
No, yeah.
He can. He can.
No,
cannot.
now it's a project. Saudi wants 2030
The World Cup.
It's gonna happen for sure, because even if you look at the history of it, how PSG became like this big club is because, you know, when the FIFA, it's a whole, like, you know, story, but when the FIFA was going for who was gonna organize the 2022 World Cup, it was in 2010 or around 2010 2012 when it was with the so then they had to get some, you know, executive signatures that counts like as votes, you know, and Michel Platini was one of those guys, and he wanted to bring the French football into the big scene, so they involved PSG as becoming one of the biggest club in the world, and they ended up buying, it's, you know, so that whole circle is true. It's just for Qatar to make the World Cup 2022. And then we saw that happen. So now the Saudis are after it, and nothing's going to stop them. Finish. I
It's
think.
This is the way.
Okay, appreciate it, Cleo.
You already know how it is.
History lesson.
Yes, sir, that's right.
So
Alright,
I
so
mean,
going back to-
I think it's just gonna be you know, where else is he gonna go? You know, from PSG, La Liga. The only team you could go to is
PSG. By the way,
Barcelona.
they gave him
Renew.
a renewal offer,
Oh, really?
but he's putting holding to that. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if
It's so boring
Because
to have him
for the-
play in
there-
PSG.
because
So
for-
boring.
It's so
yeah.
boring. I want to see him play. I don't want to see La Ligue.
Yeah,
But he
yeah,
got
yeah.
Hilal. He's
Well,
gonna be Hilal.
Plus, Cristiano's there. They're gonna share the stage. Shit, they're gonna be the show in Saudi Arabia. They're gonna be the
Yeah,
whole
they're gonna
project.
do a show out of it. Yeah,
They're gonna be the
absolutely.
project in 2030. So the bank is cranking. You know what I'm saying?
crank,
Well,
crank.
then I was talking about
Crank the money
soccer.
machine, baby. It's 2030. We're gonna be billionaires. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Hell yeah, I'ma do
we'll
that.
talk about the Saudi leagues and stuff.
Saudi leagues. What are you gonna say about Saudi?
No, not today, but when Messi's there, Cristiano,
Yeah,
there,
for sure.
everything.
Yeah.
They're gonna
Ramos,
get us talking
Busquets,
about
Alaba. It's gonna be
all the
lit.
fun stuff. Well, guys, I think we should close it to.
No.
No, what else?
We want to talk about the women's football. Yasser has some
Well, which one?
women football.
Women football.
About the
Yeah.
World Cup, Moroccan team, and all that.
Yeah, we got the World Cup coming up. You know, in July.
Yes,
June.
sir.
June.
No, sorry, yeah, July.
July,
20.
yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
sorry. Sorry, June was the final.
Don't mess with Yasser, okay?
June was the final. Sorry.
It's all good, Valentino. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we got the World Cup coming up.
And yeah, you know,
What are the
Morocco,
groups? Yeah, tell us about the group.
Morocco and Colombia are in the same group.
Mr.
So
José,
we're gonna have a little battle here.
Jose is gonna be like.
Mr. José, all love, baby.
Jose.
All love, no.
Yeah, all love, baby.
One love.
And Uruguay is not in the World Cup, unfortunately, but it's okay. Next time. But my father is German, so you know I'll go for Germany, which is also in the same group.
Okay.
So it'll be quite fun when it starts for us
So
to
who's
debate
your
and
second
chat about
favorite
it.
after Germany?
I like Morocco.
Nice,
definitely.
Muy mal, Valentina, muy mal.
But still, my heart is also very in Latin America, and I am a big fan also of Brazil team and Argentina team.
Brazil.
She didn't
So-
say Colombia though.
I see that.
You see that?
shows you.
Well,
Shots fired, Hey, Jose, shots
Well,
fired, man.
anytime,
like,
anytime.
She said,
It's all
she's
good.
saying that
As
y'all
always.
ain't got it,
I
bro.
mean, the relationship between Uruguayans and Colombians have never been.
It doesn't matter, but
footballistically
still,
the
Really?
Jose, in your
Yeah.
side, anytime Uruguay is out of a World Cup or Uruguay is not competing in something, I will always go for the South American team. So yes, I
But
will
not
cheer for
Colombia.
you.
But
No, I will
just
cheer
not
for you, I
Colombia.
say.
Just not Colombia. No,
Absolutely
no,
cheer
no,
for you.
no. Marruecos.
México.
No, primero era Marruecos. Y
I
luego
really
Brasil.
like Marruecos too because I think they're like the underdog here, as we discussed.
Be
not long
ready-
ago.
be
I
ready
really
from
like
what you will
they're
see from
gonna
Morocco.
do. It's a team that didn't have Colombia for women's soccer. They always had like a lot of support, and a lot of players were like bought in for playing in Europe, and they have more movement than Morocco. So that is why I like Morocco. I like the concept of it being like their first World Cup, you know, and what they can do. But if not, like it's gonna be for me, my heart is always gonna be in a South American team. And when I say South American, I mean from Colombia.
So, from Morocco's group, who do you think will qualify? Oh,
Morocco's
shit.
group is
Morocco is.
Morocco,
yes,
Germany, and Colombia, and bueno, Corea del Sur, pero.
Corea del Sur, Germany.
I don't know.
Morocco.
Germany has a really good team. They play more often than players in Morocco and Colombia.
We will end up first of this
They play
group,
more
for
often,
sure.
the girls in
Tranquila,
Germany.
Valentina.
I like, you know what Colombia has? They have, and Morocco as well, they have rustic players, you know, like Germany is a lot like USA, you know, they have very skillful players, tactical players, but
Just
Morocco,
physics and
Colombia,
tactic.
Brazil, Argentina, they have creative players that we're yet to see that, like when
We're
we
like-
see Premier and Champions for women's, we don't see that much creativity, and I think this World Cup is going to show a lot of creativity from players that are more rustic, you know, like, and not so technical. Like
And again-
Germany, USA, they play very technical soccer.
Right.
And me, I think during this World Cup, the Moroccan women team will go as far as the men's
men's?
team.
They have
Semi-final
something
or
to
even
show.
to final.
Do we know like only one qualifies or two per group?
True.
Two, right?
Yeah.
So
Because you go.
we
you
can go through really quickly through the
16th,
groups.
You go 16th.
So we can do a little estimate now without knowing much about the teams. But Group A is New Zealand, Norway, Philippines, and Switzerland.
Where are they playing in this World Cup?
Where? New Zealand.
New Zealand? Okay.
Yes.
More cool, nice.
Yeah, it's a nice one
It's
to go
very
see.
nice. Yeah.
So
nice.
being an owner of a women's club, Valentina, any kind of events that you're gonna have around the World Cup event, the World Cup?
Yeah, we're definitely doing a few viewings and stuff. You know, the girls are very motivated with the World Cup. We have a ton of Argentinians and a ton of Brazilians and Colombians as well.
Muy bien, muy bien.
A handful of USA players, and of course, you know, we have our Moroccan player too that I'm looking forward to bringing here.
So we talked about doing like a little event from one of the tournaments, no?
Yeah,
Yes,
we should do that.
we have on June 8th. We have the final. But we should do something for the semis as well. Let me see
We
the
might
dates
go
really
live,
quick.
commentate the game.
I think
Yeah,
we-
absolutely.
We can do that for the semi-final, final. Maybe have the Pichichi of the tournament or the best player come with us here.
Yeah,
to
June
talk
June
about
1, June 1st is going to be the semifinals. We do 2 divisions, so we'll have 4 semis, you know, like from Division 1 and Division 2. And then after that, the week after is the finals. So yeah, it could be really interesting. The Division 1 is amazing, the level of play that they're showing this season.
Nice.
It has elevated a lot.
I've seen some videos. Some players are really good.
We have very creative players
And what
in
is
several
it?
teams.
7-on-7 or
5v5.
5v5?
Okay.
Yeah, we play like only like we do in AGC or the AGC teams. We take upon a lot of the playing style of futsal. So
No, futsal, yeah.
we,
So a
we
lot
have
of
a lot of
technique.
techniques, variations, rotations, and that's when we surprise other teams that don't train like that. But there are other teams that have really skillful players, and it's not going to be easy to win the championship this year. We were second last year versus a team called Po, that they are a fantastic team. We just beat them for the first time in regular season. So it's expected to meet them in the semis.
Who's the coach of your team?
Mariano Trovato. He's I have several coaches for our Primera team. Is Mariano Trovato. He's a very well educated coach from Argentina, who has
Nice.
a lot of credentials. And then we have David Nino for our second team, which is a reserva. Also great coach, Colombian, just like you.
Muy bien. Estamos en todos lados los
Sí,
colombianos.
yeah.
And then
Diablos.
that's for Division 1 and Division 2. We count with 4 coaches actually. Mariano Trovato again for our Inter A team, then David for our Inter C, and then we have 2 of the girls that play in our Primera team, coach other teams. It's Inter B with Erika Jean, and then Inter D with Nicole Buto. So
Shout out Erika and Nicole and Mariano and all the guys.
yeah.
So big shout out to
it's-
Valentina for the phenomenal job that she's
Yeah,
doing.
Valentina,
Pushing,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Valentina, we're so proud of
Doing
you.
a
We
great
really,
job pushing the women sport
Yeah,
and women's soccer.
absolutely,
and
absolutely.
advocating and giving it a voice, especially in a city here in Miami where it's not very.
Yeah, I
spread
think
and
it
very-
needed it. It needed it. You know, there was a lot of women playing, and they couldn't find where to play. It happens here a lot in the United States.
Yeah.
If you're
Right.
not at top level, if you're a woman, I think in guys it happens as well. But in guys, there's more little leagues and stuff that
Yeah.
you can sign up
Sure,
for.
yeah.
But in women's, there was nothing for us to play or compete or train. So at AGC. Thankfully, we opened up the space so that girls
Nice.
Shout out
and women
AGC,
all
shout out
play,
AGC
all levels
football.
play.
Nice.
And now we started a youth program, so we have U16 now. So
Oh,
it's
We
really
exciting.
cool.
we could do a little tour once.
Yeah,
Yeah.
come by. I'm always, almost every day there. So, like after here, usually I go there as well. The best day is on Thursdays because we have the league, so we get to see not only AGC teams but all the teams in Miami that compete. It's about 18 teams, so
Nice.
super fun. And we have also Juanito's Grill there every time, cooking really good food. So
Nice.
Choripan.
Nice.
choripan, sándwich de
bueno.
entraña,
Oh,
everything
the
you
sándwich de
want.
entraña?
Y una
Oh,
cervecita.
shit.
Wow.
Y cervecitas tenemos también.
That's more
It's,
for you
it's a
guys.
good time. It's a good time. Definitely a good time. So come
That's
by.
right.
Sure.
We'll
For
do
sure.
that.
Definitely.
For everybody watching us, we will drop a link to Valentina's
Yeah, so to the
team's
links,
IG page. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
like, can't say shit.
yeah.
No,
We'll
no,
share
no,
the
no,
Instagram page. It's AGC Football Club for Instagram and AGC League Miami for the league. So follow us. It's
Sweet.
fun, It's go follow us, come watch us. It's super fun.
Support. Definitely.
Awesome.
Support women's
Great,
soccer
great.
in Miami that we highly need it.
Perfect. So I think
Then we're gonna give the
Yeah, I think it's about time for us to close this episode, guys. Once again, like and subscribe if you like our content. We'll be back with you next week. Ciao. Ciao.